Hello, I'm Jack Geissinger, plant manager here for family care at Procter Gamble. Procter Gamble's been in our community here in Cape Girardeau area for over 50 years. And from that beginning, and even before that, the company has always been a huge supporter of the United Way. The company makes a significant contribution, and that's a big piece of what we give to the community. But the bigger part, quite frankly, comes from our employees. We ask every year for people to give what they can, and they give generously. Why do they do that? Well, quite frankly, as a site, we want to be seen as a positive influence in our community. One of the best ways we can do that is by giving back. In our campaign, we talk about what the needs are. We talk about the agencies that we give to, the 30 some odd that we have every year that are very much worthwhile and in need. And people give. And then we have committees within the United Way. Some of them are employees, possibly, that go out to the community and make the assessments on where this money should be spent. It's a big task, it's a hard task, something that I don't have all the information myself to make the best calls on, but the United Way knows where that money needs to go. So for us as a site, our people feel this is a great way to invest, and we really encourage all of you to think about giving and making a difference yourself also. This is our community. Early in my career, I did not really understand what the United Way is all about, and there's a quick story I like to share around how I really got to understand how important this work is. I used to work at a plant, and I drive by this old church every day. Had a real tall fence around it. It really didn't make sense to me why this church had a fence around it. There was no sign on it, but I could see it was a church. And I just never really thought about it other than it was kind of peculiar. That year I was on an allocations committee in Texas for the United Way. When we got our assignments, I got an address that I didn't really recognize. So the next day when it was time to go do this survey of what this agency was asking for from us, I drove to this building that I drove by every day. It was this church with a big fence around it. And when I got into that unit, what I found out was that was a battered women's clinic. And if you went inside that church, it was all set up to be rooms for families that when I saw it really shook my heart, because there was a lot of people that were really down. Their families that just split up or separated. And you could see how much they needed our help. We have these needs all over our communities that we don't see. We drive by places, we're busy, we're going to work, school, doing something with our kids, but there's a lot of people in our community that need a lot of help. And that's where the United Way comes in, because these are the places that we spend our money. We invest in those agencies to help those people get back on their feet. Sometimes you never see it. The need's there, the need's real. And that's what really drives me to give every year.